2 Shmuel chapter 20. وثام نقرها إيش بليعل وشمو شبعه بن بكري إيش يميني. And there a worthless man happened to be, and his name Sheba the son of Bikari, a man of Yemini. ويتقع بالشوفار, and he blew by the sounding horn. ويؤمر إن لانو حلق بداويد, and he said, there is not for us a portion in David. ולو نحلا لانو ببني يشai, and an inheritance is not for us in the son of Yishai. Ishelo halau Yisrael, a man to his tents, Yisrael. Wayal kol ish Yisrael me'achare David wa'achare Sheva bin Bichari. And every man of Yisrael went up from after David, after Sheba the son of Bichri. V'ish Yehuda davaku b'malakam, and the man of Yehuda clave to their king. Min ha-Yordan wa'ad Yerushalem, from the Yordan and as far as Jerusalem. Vayavo David el beto Yerushalem, and David came to his house to Jerusalem. Vayikach hamelech et Asher Nathim Pilagshim atrahinni halishmor habayit vayitnem bet mishmeret vayichalchalem. And the king took the 10 women, the concubines, which he caused to rest to keep the house, and he gave them to the house of the watch, and he nourished them. Wahalehem lohaba, and he came not to them. Watihiyana tsarurot ad yom mutan, and they were bound up until the day of their death. Almanut Hayyut, widows living. Wayomer Hamelech, and the king said, El Amashah, to Amashah, Haz Ekali, Etahish Yehuda, Thalothet Yamim. Call thou for me the man of Yehuda for 3 days. Wahata po amod, and thou, here thou shalt stand. Stand thou here. Vayelech Amashah lehazeik et Yehuda, and Amashah went to call Yehuda. Vayoher min hamoed atar yado, and he tarried more than the time which he appointed him. Wayomer David el Abishai, and David said to Abishai, Atta yera alanu Sheba ben Bichari min Abshalom. Now Sheba the son of Bichari shall do evil to us more than Abshalom. Atta qah et avde adonaka urdop acharayu penma tahlo arim bthurot v'histil enenu. Thou, take thou the servants of thy Lord, and pursue after him, lest he find for him cities fortified, and he escape our eyes. Vayeshu acharayu anshe Yoab, and the men of Joab went out after him. Wahakareti wahapeleti wukol hagiborim, and the Kareti and the Peleti and all the mighty men. Vayeshu mi Yerushalem, and they went out from Yerushalem. לרדוף אחרי שבע ben Bichri, to pursue after Sheva, the son of Bechri. Hem im ha-heaven hagdola atar b'Gibeon. They were with the big stone which is in Gibeon. Wa'amashah bah lipnehem, and Amashah came before their faces. Wa'yoab hagur midol levushu, and Joab was bound with his garment of clothing, his clothing. Wa'alau hagur herb, and upon him was the binding of a sword. Mithummedet alamothanayu, bound upon his loins. Utha'arah, in its sheath. Uhu hayashah watipol, and it fell out and fell. It came out and fell. Wayomer Yoab la'amashah, and Yoab said to Amashah, Hashalom hata achi, is it peace, thou my brother? Watohez yad yamin Yoab bizqan Amashah lineshokalo, and the right hand of Joab grasped in the beard of Amashah to kiss to him. Wa'amashah lo nishamar ba'herb atar b'yad Yoab, and Amashah was not watchful by the sword which was in the hand of Joab. Wayakehu vah el ha-chomesh wayishpoch me'ayu arashah, and he smote him by it to the body, and his bowels did pour out to the ground. Ulo hashana lo wayamot, and he repeated not to him, and he died. Yoab wahabishai achiu radap acharei sheva ben Bichri, and Joab and Abishai his brother, they pursued after Sheva the son of Bichri. Wehisha amad alau min acharei Joab, and from the lads of Joab a man stood over him. Wayomer mi atar hafeth beYoab, mi atar leDavid acharei Yoab, and he said, who would delight in Joab, and who would be for David after Joab? Wa'amashah mitgolel badam bedhok hamsillah, and Amashah was one rolling himself about in the blood in the midst of the highway. Wayar haish ki amad kol ha'am, and the man saw that all the people stood. Wayaseb et Amashah min hamsillah hashada, and he turned Amashah from the highway to the field. Wayashleka alai beged, and he threw upon him a garment. Katarah kol haba alai wa'amad, when he saw that the one coming over him also stood. Katrahoga minaham sillah, and when he was thrust away from the highway, avar kol ish acharei Yoab, every man passed on after Joab, lirdof acharei Sheva ben Bichri, to pursue after Sheva the son of Bichri. Vayavor b'kol shivtei Yisrael, and he went through in all the tribes of Yisrael. Avela v'beit Ma'akah, to Avel and Beit Ma'akah. V'kol haberim, and all the berim. V'yiqahalu, and they were gathered. V'yavohu afa acharayu, and they came even after him. V'yavohu, and they came. V'yashuru alayu, and they besieged upon him. Ba'avel Beit Hama'akah, in Avel Beit Ma'akah. V'yishpeku solallah el ha'ir, and they poured out a siege mound to the city. V'ta'amod bahel, and it stood against the rampart. V'kol ha'am atra el Yoab, Mashehitim lahapil hahoma, and all the people which was with Joab was destroying to bring down the wall. Watiqrah itha hakama minhair, and a wise woman called from the city, Shim'u, Shim'u imaruna el Joab. Hear ye, say ye now to Joab, Qarab adhenna wahadabbara helaka. Draw thou near as far as here, and I would word to thee. Wayiqrab heleha, and he drew near to her. Watohmer haitha hata Joab, and the woman said, Is it that thou art Joab? Wayomer hani, and he said, I. Watohmer lo shema' divrei hamataka, and she said to him, Hear thou the words of thy handmaid. Wayomer shome'ah noki, and he said, I am hearing. Watomer le'amor, and she spoke, saying, Dabber yedabberu bar yeshona le'amor, Shaol yeshalu ba'avel v'chen hetamu. Wordingly they worded in the beginning, saying, askingly, they would ask in Avel, and thus they would finish. Anochi Shalume Amune Yisrael. I am of the peaceful, faithful of Yisrael. Ata mavakesh lahamit ir vehem b'Yisrael. Thou art one seeking to kill a city and a mother in Yisrael. Lama tavalla nahlat Yahweh. For what wouldst thou swallow up the inheritance of Yahweh? Wayaran Yoab Wayomar, and Joab responded, and he said, Chalila, Chalila li, far be it for me, Imhavala, Wimashahith, if I would swallow up, or if I would destroy. Lo ken hadavar, the thing is not so. Ki shemehar Ephraim sheva ben Bichri shemo, for a man from Mount Ephraim, Sheba, the son of Bichri, his name, Nashahayado b'melech b'David, hath lifted his hand against the king, against David, Tenu oto levado ve'eleka me'al ha'ir, give ye him alone, and I would go from over the city. Watomer haitha el Yoab. And the woman said to Joab, Hinne rosho mushalach heleka ba'ad hahoma. Behold, his head, a thing thrown to thee through the wall. Watavo haitha elakol ha'am b'chokmatah. And the woman came to all the people in her wisdom. Vaykaratu et rosh Sheva ben Bichri. And they cut off the head of Sheba the son of Bichri. Vayashaliku el Yoab. And they threw it to Joab. Vayitqa bashofar, and he blew by means of the sounding horn. Vayafuthu me'al ha'ir ish lo, and each man to his tent they dispersed from over the city. V'Yoab thab Yerushalayim el hamelech, and Joab returned to Jerusalem to the king. Joab el kol hashava Yisrael, and Joab was for all the host Yisrael. Ubenaiah ben Yehoiada al hakareti al hapeleti, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada was over the Kareti and over the Peleti. Wahadoram al Hamas, and Adoram was over the men subjected to task work, or the forced labor. Yehoshaphat ben Achilud Hamadkir, and Yehoshaphat the son of Achilud was the one causing remembrance, or the recorder. Ushawah Sofer, and Shawah was a Sofer, a scribe. With Thadoq Abiathar Kohanim, and Thadoq and Abiathar were priests. Ira Hayahiri Haya Kohen David, and also Ira the Yahiri was a priest for David.